Hello everyone and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave Johnson and I am channeling the man in the moon today. I'm really interested in this memo. Remember, Barr, there's some kind of memo that the Justice Department's now kind of keeping secret. They're very redacted. It implicates Trump. It also implicates Barr. So I'm really curious to see what's in it and what's why. I think there's more reasons than we know about why they're covering that up. I'm also just going to ask about stuff in general, like what's on the agenda, because there's so many things happening. I would note, y'all, take heart. There does seem to be some good stuff coming out of it. It does seem like there is some consequence to some of these actions. Just look at Getz or even Trump. But before we get into that, let's just go ahead and go into that memo, that redacted memo. So maybe I'll just ask right away, why is it redacted? Why would the Justice Department redact it now? Yeah, now I'm seeing, I think it's Garland's face, and he's shaking his head like, no, we do not want you to see it. It's not because he's protecting Barr. There is stuff in there that's he's like explosive stuff. And when I see Garland's face, he's kind of like wink, wink. Look, there's things in there that we need to be kept secret. We don't want to key in to those who are going to be prosecuted, what they're going to be prosecuted for. Because if we did that, who knows what they would do? Who knows how they would perhaps go about destroying evidence. So there is a reason why this is happening. It's not to benefit Barr. Barr is looking like a deer in headlights. Barr knows what's in it, and Barr knows he's in trouble. A lot of trouble. Barr is facing a very deep depression, anticipating potential jail time. Is he going to go to jail? Okay, I see Barr looking very sad. He's there in the... he is in the dock. He's a defendant in a case. And man, is that judge slamming his gavel. This judge is, I know there was a lady judge, God bless her, who was being very much a stickler on this. I think that's who I'm seeing. And she's just looking at him like, you are a traitor. She's just looking at him like the whole justice system has been totally undermined by you. It's making even Supreme Court justices extremely uncomfortable what Barr did. Though they are Republican, they're kind of coming down on the side of maybe not, maybe we're not going to back Barr on this one. And they don't have jurisdiction over this. Right? There's nothing that the Supreme Court would look at. But it just gives us the feeling of how the judicial system feels about Barr. So is he going to go to jail? Barr is crying like a baby. He, in my image, is led away in handcuffs. I get like 5 to 7 years. I do get that Barr will go to jail. So Spirit, one more time, can you show me, will Barr go to jail? It looks like he's in jail to me. Yeah. And this is truly a punishment. Yeah, I mean, for him, it is a death sentence. I'm not sure he would even physically survive. Psychologically, he will not survive jail. He will lose it. He will be such a broken man. And really, it's not just because of the punishment. It's because of guilt. He is ashamed of what he did. This law is going to do what it's supposed to do, which is make people sit in jail and think about what they did and face the consequences of their actions. He's also going to be a witness. I see him being taken out of jail a couple of times to witness against others. And the fact that he does feel remorse is sort of motivating him to be this witness. He is not just doing it because he has no choice. Part of it really is, realizing that he did something wrong. So there is a real change in Bar's soul, as well there should be. What else is in there? Garland is like you can't believe it. When you look at what it says, he's just like, you can't believe it. Like it's so clear what's going on here. It implicates a lot of people, not just Trump, but it implicates others. All of those people are going to be questioned, and we need to question them before it's made public what we know. Because if we make it public what we know, they will organize their answers to cover up. So now, because of this judge, they're speeding up the process. So this lady judge is making them. They might force them to release this information more clearly. So the lady judge is compelling them to drag those guys in and ask them the questions and subpoena them. And there are others involved. There are senators involved. I keep seeing that senator's face, not Rand Paul, but the other doughy-faced senator. I think he's from Kentucky. I just can't stand him. He's always pretending to be the Southern gentleman. Sorry, I lose my nouns when I'm doing this work. I can see his flabby little face. Y'all know. You're pretty sure he's always trying to do antics on Fox News. Y'all know who I mean. He's always so polite. His face comes up as one of those who is implicated. Maybe he's representative of the whole body, but there are others. Many others. So the McCarthy, he seems to be implicated in this. The wheels of justice are slow, and it could be really annoying because we're going to sit around and wait for these things to happen. But understand that is to some degree normal and an advantage. We don't want anybody to accuse the Justice Department of being biased or unfair or rushed. People need time to see facts and to get facts. So it might take a long time, and we might have an impetus to speed it up. But once these things get started, no matter who's in political power, it's difficult to stop a court case midstream. There's also something to do with Epstein. Barr knows something about Epstein. You notice we still have not seen a single prosecution of those people involved in sex slavery. What's up with the Republican Party that they will not prosecute him and those people involved in that? And you might say, what's wrong with the Democratic Party? But I mean, the Republicans were in power. Barr was in power. So why didn't he? Why isn't that happening, Spirit? There are important, powerful people putting the brakes on it. They're really, really working overtime to manipulate from places that we cannot see. There are very important people involved in the Epstein scandal, including Trump, who helped get him off. So it's no more. Okay, Spirit's saying no more on that topic. Spirit, what can you tell us in general? What should we be concerned about? What's on the horizon? There's a ship. It's a American military ship. It's it just says USS, and I can't really see the rest of the name. But it seems to be firing from the water, and it's firing like cannon-like things from the water. That seems almost like it's in the, like Bermuda Triangle area. That's what the cannon seemed to be doing. Seems an odd place. But it might not be. It might be steaming towards Asia. Yeah, there's a sort of edge. It's almost like just the very edge of a skirmish happening. My feeling is that it's actually maybe even two places, but it might just be steaming through the Americas to Asia, to maybe China. It seems to be somewhere nearby that. China, let's see. Oh, okay. It also seems to be North Korea. North Korea might be turning up the volume on something. This feels like it could be the next crisis for Biden. Um, I really want to know, how's Biden doing? Yeah, Biden looks very calm and serious, and like he goes like this. It's almost like, "Hey, it's okay. It's just a moment of calm. Don't be surprised. Biden's obviously not going to be as exciting as Donald Trump. He's just going to be a normal president, like that person in the room who, calms down the fight, gets the relative to stop screaming at each other. He's that guy that actually, people who are present admire. Hmm. And he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. A lot of people thought he was going to be sort of senile old guy who stutters. He's proven him wrong one by one. History seems to be, it's almost like saying history will record a better Biden than anyone expected. Almost like a sacrificial lamb, almost like the person who is, throws themselves on the hand grenade kind of guy. And what about just domestic life? What can we expect in a domestic life? In the United States, I should say. So a line goes like this. There's a dip, but an immediate replacement, and then things become normal again. It does not, I do not feel, and maybe this is even the stock market, I do not feel like these Republican, worries, oh my God, this is going to happen, we're going to have inflation. Well, that doesn't seem to be it just Biden's like, it's like a non-issue. I get economic increase over time. There'll be a long time of just flat, and then there will be some kind of increase. This will be, some months, maybe 3 months of flat before it goes back up. It could be more. It could be more like 4. Just, there doesn't seem to be any big deal. Like, Biden just kind of shrugs. Like, there's really not that much to worry about. We just have to keep focusing on our leaders in Congress getting things through. And in a way, the more that Biden is just this calm character and the Republicans sort of block every single thing at all times, it actually is making Biden look good. Biden's the one who's trying to solve problems, and Republicans, no matter what, will block everything. All right. So I'm going to get some information on Joe Manchin for you the next time, but I'm being told we should stop now. There's a couple more days we need before we really take a look on what Joe Manchin's going to do. I'm slightly optimistic, but they're telling me wait a couple of days. Thanks so much for watching.